Hello everyone, this is Bjekna the Red. Welcome back to leveling in World of Warcraft with my melee hunter and my bear named Bear, who I have still not decided a name on. So, back to what we're doing. I'm gonna kill some Wendigos. I'm not sure how I feel about the size of these videos. I feel like so close to a perfect time. Like I think 15 minutes is a good time, but like we're getting closer to the 20-minute mark. I mean, the first episode was way longer than that, which I'm perfectly fine with. But I need to figure out how I want to portion up these episodes. If it's okay, just let them be longer. We're making great progress on leveling, though, that's for sure. So just grab this beer, kill some more Wendigos. Everything's good. So, even though survival's going to be the melee spec in in Legion, I feel that if I were to choose survival, I would not have enough skills. I think that too many of the skills are ranged weapon based, since the class is designed with the idea of being ranged only at this point. So I'm probably going to spec Beastmaster, so I have a lot more like pet abilities, so I can send them on kill command and stuff like that. Hopefully that'll work out. Honestly, the character I'm playing right now is a lot closer to like the vanilla idea of how a class should be played, which is a lot of auto attacks. I mean, hunters were mana back in the day, and that was an interesting experience. One of my best long-term friends I made was a hunter, and I played a rogue back then, as I said, when I switched to PvP, and we were on Warsong, which is the big server back then. That was one of the original servers. This seems a little glitchy. Probably something that needs to be fixed. Watch yourself down here, Hunter. The captain wants you to go find him. So, when I went to the PvP server, I eventually, like, because my friends were all high level, and, I mean, let's face it, nobody wants to be the person, you know, holding hands with the low level friend. I mean, it's not a dick thing to leave them, it's just nobody wants that. Nobody wants to go do stuff that's not gonna really be fun or beneficial with that. So I was on my own, and throughout leveling I found a guild and actually made a friend that I still know to this day. Actually went to BlizzCon in 2008 with him. He made me a paladin costume. We paid for his
what can I do for
room. It was a really cool experience. One of my best experiences, honestly. Like, I would love to go back to BlizzCon again. I'm sure he would too. Like, that was fun. When we went to BlizzCon, Diablo 3 was, like, still, like, it wasn't even in beta, I think, at that point. I'm getting off topic, but he played a hunter. And he was a really good PvP hunter. Like, really good. He PvP'd a lot. And one of the biggest problems was, you know, mana, because the class was a mana class, and that was before they made it so like hunters had like a lot of, I forget, I think it was like they had a lot of regen or like something, but basically Blizzard didn't have the custom system like focus and whatnot yet. It was, you've got mana, do you deal with it? So it was really awkward. I mean, it made sense given like what other MMOs were doing and other games were doing at the time to give them mana, but it was just, I don't know, I think focus is better. Though, what is focus except for a slower regenerating energy? I don't know why they just didn't give hunters energy and say, here you go, here's another energy class. I mean, in that regard they kind of did. Oh, a rare elite. Eat in the Howler. Let's go ahead and kick your butt. So, where was I going with the story? Oh, yeah. So, it's just, I don't know, it's interesting to see how the game has developed for over such a long time. But things have definitely changed. Like, this game is nothing like what was in vanilla. And it's improved a lot. I think a lot of people saying they want vanilla servers forget just how crappy it really was. Like, here's the thing. I want vanilla servers too, just to go back and be like, man, look how much worse we had it back then. I mean, there's a lot of nostalgia behind it, but it's also just, I don't know, it's overhyped. Honestly, I think Blizzard, how should I put this? I think that it would be fair for Blizzard to support, wait, why didn't you go away?
How are you? Be good. Well met.
There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working through traditional dialogue option. I think it'd be fair to let fans put up servers. Like, okay, so like, look at a game like Minecraft. Two different beasts entirely, but like, look how they handle their servers, where anyone can put up a server. It's not just like company owned. As long as they abide by Mojang's, I guess now Microsoft's rules. What if Blizzard allowed, you know, because the server software's out there. It's already out there. People are already doing it. There's private servers that perfectly replicate vanilla WoW to a T. And even fix a lot of the bugs that were in vanilla WoW, so you got actually a better vanilla experience. Why not support those people and say, hey, you know, if you want to host the servers, you know, we'll promote it and say, hey, you know, if you want to see what the vanilla experience was like, go for it. Like, I think that as long as they set up guidelines like your private server has to be 2 or 3 expansions behind at most, I mean, what's the problem with that? Or even just saying you can only have vanilla, or you can only have vanilla or BC private servers. Like, I think, what would be the harm in that? Just for somebody to go give a historical look at, like, seeing what the game was like back in the day. I think if WoW goes free to play, then I think that should be something that should honestly be considered. Because if the game ever goes free to play, which I don't like the idea of free to play. I prefer a subscription-based game because that means that the companies have more money to work with to produce better quality content. And if people already complain about the content they're getting with subscription, just imagine what people are going to say if it ever goes free to play, with like how much different it's going to be. So hopefully it doesn't do that, but I mean, every great MMO heads down that path eventually. But if the game ever did go free to play, what would be so wrong about letting people like promote vanilla private servers? Thank you for your help, Yaksha. Our forces deployed thinly these days, and these mountaineers have been the difference between defending Karanos and being overrun. Now that you've dealt with the Wendigos, we should be able to focus our efforts on the Frostbane trolls to the east. Already level 9, nice. Most of the Mountaineers and steam tanks in Dunmorrow are battling along the Frostbane front, which is approaching us from the southeast. We can barely hold the trolls back, let alone advance into their village and take on their leader. They blockade our path of approach with mysterious totems that choke mountaineers who come within range, leaving the victims helpless against their enemies. The stone is inscribed with a rune that will fire, a rune of fire. So we're going to basically destroy their bindings with fire.
How are you?
Yeah, I found the missing supplies. Here you go. Thank you, thank you. I will take those pants. Or actually, yeah, I'll take those pants.
See you soon.
Then we got a quest from this little gnome guy right here.
My, you're a tall one.
I stayed in Karanos because the town is my home and I wanted to help defend it from the Frostbane attacks. I've been working on maintaining and repairing the steam tanks. For some reason, Frostbane scavengers have taken a liking to the gyromechanic gears, and I need to complete the repairs. They're all over the Frostbane front to the southeast of town. Will you help me get the gears back? Absolutely.
Alrighty then.
I don't know. I think everyone should get a chance to see like what it was like. And I feel that a lot of people who say like, oh man, we want vanilla servers because they're so much better. The game was so much better back then. I think if they were honestly to play it for like a week, the novelty would quickly wear off and they'd realize just how much they're missing. And then again, I'm pretty sure it then would devolve into, hey, we want vanilla but add this feature. Which gets to the point of, what's even the point of vanilla at that point? I don't know. It's definitely romanticized. And don't get me wrong, vanilla is great. I had some of my best experiences were in vanilla. The Gates of Encourage, even though at BlizzCon this year they said, oh man,
What can I do for
that was a horrible event, we don't want that ever again. It was a successful event because it brought together servers. It made the server community feel great. Because you had the competition. You were racing against different servers so you would open the gates first. And not only that, but you didn't have to be max level to have a part in the world event. Like, it's the same reason I think a lot of people liked the world event for Wrath of the Lich King, is because everybody, regardless of level, could take part of it in it somehow. And I feel like that's something that has to be kept in mind. The Encourage world event lasted a very long time. Everyone from every level could, help out. It's... Oh, I don't need to free you. Sorry, you're stuck there forever. It's... I think that's why it's so loved, is because it's just the grand scale, how long it took, the server competition, as well as people being brought together and helping each other. I feel that everything... Okay, where are the guys I need? There you are. It was grand, it was big, you felt like you were helping a cause, regardless of the level. That's what an event should be. It shouldn't just be, oh hey, let's go attack the Broken Shore. But only if you're max level. Everyone else, you can just sit at home and do your thing, whatever. I think that we need more events with the idea of the Gates of Encourage. And I think that Blizzard... I think this is one thing that they're kind of missing the target on. Because with Throne of Thunder, they kind of did that, where they made the island unlock over time, depending on like how many people did stuff. But it wasn't grand in scale like the Encourage event. The Encourage event was just massive. There's like progress trackers on their websites. So you can compare your server to the others. It was a big community event. And that's what World of Warcraft is missing in its world events, is big community events. Like, I don't know. The game's focus is max level. And the way they've made leveling like so much better over the years, it's obvious they want you to be max level. They don't want to cater to the low levels. It's just not going to happen. And I think that that's a shame. But at the same time, now that we've got all the scaling technology, why not make the world event scale? So you can go in as a lower level and either everything scales down to you or you scale up to everything else. Why not do that? Why leave people out nowadays, you know? Especially when they said the Broken Shore is going to be a scenario. I mean, it's something they can definitely do.
Need assistance?
Those pilots can't wait to get back into the stream, into their steam tanks and take to the field again. Let's not let them down. These gyromechanical gears are perfect. Those two tank pilots are well on their way to being back into the fight.
You have
Some
a
new
great
gloves.
Day now.
Uh, 57, 58, 71. With your help, we've managed to push forward toward the Frostbane retreat. Our forces will soon be in position to dwindle the Frostbane trolls' reserves, leaving their village open to attack. That's where Nomer covered ops will come in. Their technicians have figured out a way to deploy operatives behind enemy lines without alerting Frostbane star presence. Head to Steel Grill's depot just out of town and speak with Delbur Cranksprocket. Crank Toggle. Wow, that was way off. So with the scaling technology, which is what I'm most excited for in Legion, I say that, there's a lot I'm excited for in Legion. There's a lot of good things I hope they come through on. But with the scaling technology, if they apply that to old world stuff, as well as... It's going to be a massive undertaking, because the loot system's not designed to function that way, so there'd be a lot of stuff they'd have to change. But applying that to old world stuff and applying that to like world events, so that like low levels can go and do like the world events when they're happening, I think that'd be a big step because it gives you a sense of like everyone's important.
Greetings.
So you must be that dwarf that Captain Theron, again, reincomprehension, said he'd be sending. I've already used a deployatron to get most of the covert ops teams into position at Frostmain Retreat. They're just waiting on your arrival. Well, let's get over there then.
Alrighty then.
Huh. This is really cool. I like how they Cataclysm changed up the questing experience and add really cool stuff like this. Sweet. So, I think this will be a good point to leave it off. I mean, this is definitely going to be a shorter episode than the other ones. But we'll pick up tomorrow with attacking the invading trolls.
You have a great day
So
now.
thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.